What's going on, you ugly SOBs? Hope y'all got your coffees. Get your coffee. Your coffee. Um, trying to see if this is going to bounce here, if we're going to roll over a little bit. Little correction. I'd like to play. I would like to play. Got a little FOMO from yesterday. I don't like FOMO. That's all right. FOMO's okay. I know I'm not alone. Hang on, I got a friend call me who never calls. All right. Let's see. I got to get a freaking mic and a better camera. My wife will just kick my ass if I make that purchase. And I also rather buy like a fishing rod, fishing rod and reel, or save up to get a boat. Let's exit out of this. Actually, I can just pause that. No, I can keep that going. Let me just mute it. Look at this. Look at that. All right, who we got in here, huh? We got a David call coming up in 20. So we'll go from this right to David's call in the Discord. But I figured we can take a peek at this quick. I'll show you what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it, and how things are lining up here. So we had the three. Do we not have 3 day? The 3 day. Yeah, the 3 day. Okay, yeah, 3 day did print. Yeah. 3 day printed yesterday. We got a red dot. Looks like we're about to put a freaking green dot in now. It didn't print, but it's flashing. But after a move like yesterday, it should. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. 2 day. Money flows in the green. Green dot printed, but we could still be rolling over. We're in a 1 hour order block. We are at the value area high of this macro range up here. I'm looking at this as 2 value areas here. If you really wanted to get fancy with it, you could pull one whole one. Just know that there's value areas and ranges within ranges and value areas. Yada 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 yada. Either way, we are at the high. Okay, this is a potential rejection zone. You get confirmations, you got to take the short, right? Fuck yeah. Daily, we have some divergence coming in. Okay, and we still do, right? Sharp pump up, sharp pump up. We came in this order block, value high. Looks like we're banging our head a little bit. This could roll over. We did have tariff news yesterday, right? The The U.S. made a some type of deal with UK, so that's something that's polished up. What are the markets like? They like to know what the hell's going on. So that's one thing you check off the list, right? UK, check. Still a lot of uncertainty, but that's one thing we have, right? One thing under the belt. I'm going to get rid of this. Same thing with the 12-hour, right? We could be rolling over here, and I'd be looking, somewhere like this if I can get my confirmations to hop in long here. If we are going to continue up, you bet your Heiners that's where I'm looking. 8 hours should look the same. Yeah, see, looks like we're printing here. 6 hours should look the same. Yeah, 4 hours should look the same. Yes, I'm looking at the zone here, my demand zone, which is really all I care about right now. Oscillator wise, I mean, it looks like we didn't quite take the high. This guy comes from back here, so we still kind of got divergences, but I'd probably take it from a higher time frame, right? There's no reason not to. It just looks cleaner. It's still there. I'm not going to be guessing on the 4 hour with my magnifying glass. This is where it gets interesting. The 2 hour money flow is coming up hard, but the 1 hour looks like it's coming down, but it could be resetting. The 3 hour, same Jimmy Jazz, could be rolling over. 30 is, it looks like it wants to start coming out, right? We got some good divergence. We're putting in this may be a Model 2, right? We got an SFP up here, potential Model 2. We roll down, come down to this demand here. Daily naked, maybe even come down to that 98-ish, this one that we're looking at here on the higher time frames, right? 97.9, we'll call it 98. No reason to argue about it. That's what I'm looking at. I missed the long. I'm looking to get short because we're at a short zone, and I'm looking to potentially find a long as this plays out. Otherwise, I'll still continue to have FOMO and be sitting on my hands. What are you doing here, Linkaroony? Let me see some here. You make sure that stomach? Woof. Yesterday, I had a couple pieces of bacon. I think that was yesterday. And I didn't eat till like 6 o'clock. I can't do that again. I need to eat. Yeah, this still looks decent, but what's really looking crazy is this ETH pump. But like, what did I say, guys? Right? If you get enough time, you can really be pulling these trend lines. And when you break one, you go to another, and a lot of times it adds up with a good order block or supply, demand, value areas, however you want to look at stuff. You will be able to add up your confluences. Look, we came up. We did not take this wick, and we're getting sucked right back down. Daily money flow is coming into the green. It doesn't mean everything, right? We did that here, and we came back down. We did that here, hung up for a little bit, rolled right back down, right? So by the time we got in the green, we were already kind of at our high. If you zoom out, this is all still internal on the 5-day, on the weekly. If you go to the 4-day, is it still internal? Yeah, it is. 3-day, where does it change? The daily, the 2-day? Okay, so the 2-day. If you're looking at this in the 2, broke bullish, right? Is this just, same thing as Bitcoin, right? Is this just a bearish retest of the higher time frames, right? Look at Bitcoin, guys. I'm not saying we're not going to the moon, but was yesterday an art? To me, when I look at this, okay, when I'm looking at this, I'm saying we're coming up here anyways. I've been saying that we're coming up here anyways. I don't know about how high, but I knew we were going to eventually work our way back up. And whether we dumped here or dump up here, it doesn't matter, right? I knew it was going to happen. It happened fast. It happened with a little bit of news that helped, but we're still in a short zone. It's not a long zone. This is a short zone unless we come down into some demand and you get a good confirmation, then you could take it. We got to be careful with that, okay? Don't FOMO. Just wait. If it goes without you, you'll find something later. Don't lose your shirts over it. It's not worth it. Give it time. And if it looks too strong and you're afraid to short, just don't short. Same thing on the downside. If you're afraid to long, don't long. The trend is your friend. Right now, the trend is up. But higher time frames, it's down. So you got to be able to to juggle these multi-time frames and figure out which one's valid and when. Right, I was talking to, I think it was yesterday's YouTube. I was talking about this wick here, right? Like, listen, just because there's a wick here and there's liquidity, this is all liquidity here, right? All these wicks are liquidity. Stop losses all over here. It doesn't mean we're going to SFP them. It doesn't mean we're going to stop. We can just blast right through them, and that's exactly what we did, right? So if you had a limit order on this SFP, you're beat. And what do we do? Remember I said we like these wicks like this. We like them. We came up, we tapped the wick, we're rejecting. Is it a short pause or it's going to lead to a correction? I don't know. But what I do know is I called that. Didn't make any money on it, but I called it. So with that being said on Bitcoin, yeah, right. This is a 1 hour order block. This is it 1 hour or a daily? What do I have? Why do I have it saying 1 hour? Oh, yeah, that's a daily. What am I doing here, guys? Come on. That makes me even happier. Boom. Yeah, this is just a good zone to reject from a little bit, right? To maybe grab up some of the liquidity below that we just had, some of those late longers. So now I'm looking at Link again, right? XRP was actually looking pretty decent. Cardano was looking pretty decent for a short, for all you trend lineians, right? We broke it. And that's all. Broke a trend line. Woohoo! Link, let's go to the daily. Same thing, right? We're in a daily order block. We did not break this high, guys. We swung failed it so far on the daily. Remember, if this is 4 hour structure and it's daily structure, you take the higher time frames. And right now, if this closes, 9 hours there, I don't think it's 2 day or 3 day. It's not. So it's just daily. Daily's the highest time frame that I'm using, at least, of where this is a structural high. If we swing fail this and we get like a 15-minute change of character, right? If we come down and we boop, 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 and we drop again, boom, man, this could be juicy. Everyone will be so upset because my buddy texted me yesterday and he sent me the that little meme with the guy who's holding his pants out with the freaking green candlestick boner. It's like, yeah, we're going to the moon. It's like, this could just be an artificial pump up to that bearish retest, but I'm not going to tell him that. I'm not going to burst his bubble here, because it may not be. But I don't want to be Mr. Pessimistic. Brian will never text me again. Last time I did that to him, I was right. By the way, I didn't talk to him for weeks. Because I don't care which way it goes. He wants to go up, right? He gets excited when up. He gets depressed when down, and I just don't give a shit. And I'll tell you what, not giving a shit is awesome. Oh, my stomach. I don't know. We got anybody watching here? Give me some in the chat here. Let me smash that thumbs up on everybody. Look at that. Here, I'll give you guys a juicy short. If you go to trade it, you're in here. Short now. I did get short, but it was an oscillator confirmation, so I did not do the community here, right? So we were here. Let's go to the 5. It'll be easier to see. Right, we're kind of bleeding. Money flowing the green. I saw this candle here. Right, grab liquidity. It dropped. I got in right there. I covered this high. It's an 8-1. I'm still in. My goal. My mama said, I want this low. If not down here, but I want this low. Good morning, Clement. Good morning. Yeah, let's see what the hourly looks like here. Same thing. This is, see, I don't like this. I'd probably go by the 30-minute. Yeah, the 30 minutes cleaner. This is the low I'm looking at. And then if we break this low, I'm looking here. Like something like this. I'd even pull it to that candle there. But then this is the overall goal, but this is down, right? That's far. Yeah, this is far. This is a good one right here. Oh, boggy dog. Yeah, it's still ballsy to enter a short, right? We're bullish. If anything, I'm going to tell you guys to play this as a range. Um, Play this as a range, right? Until otherwise noted, right? Because it's not screaming at us yet. It's not. It's not saying don't, but it's not saying it can't go up. So just be careful. I'm going to lower my volume. I'm a little loud. I mean, it's actually a good short. I could probably T some P right now with a damn smile on my face. Five minutes saying lower. 2 minutes saying it could still bleed. The 12, the 15. Yeah, I'm gonna put my finger on the trigger here, but we're gonna see what happens. Because this looks like it could just continue to bleed a little bit. It could just take a minute. So I guess rolling over. Money flow's rolling over. Bitcoin. What's the hourly looking like? Could be rolling. This could be rolling. I mean, it could be rolling, or this could be, if you look in the lower half of the oscillator here, from price down here, this could just be upward curvature. We don't know until it plays. But to me, this looks like it just looks like it's losing steam potentially. But we had a big move, so I mean, like I said, it can just range. It most likely will just range. Yeah. See. Upward curvature. Exactly. But then again, what's the range? Is that the range? Or is it going to want to be, is this the range? If this is the range, right? 1, 2, are we going to rotate back down to this guy? Or is this the range? Because what we could also do, argumentatively, are we about to refill this? I agree. And I'd like to think a lot of people that took longs yesterday are going to be taking some profits, moving their stop losses. You know, if I got long on that, I wouldn't be rushing to short it. I'll tell you that right now, because I'd have a full heart. I'd have full pockets. I'd have a full heart. I wouldn't feel the need to make money today. I'd rather it figure itself out a little bit. Yeah, I like the bigger one. That's what she said. Still holding, right? Still hold. Link is still holding. You can. I don't think I'm gonna like the pull, but 1, 2, broke this, broke that. What if I were to go from here to wick? Maybe, I don't know. Guys, my kid needs to sleep. She needs to sleep. Needs to figure it out. I was supposed to bring her to my in-laws today, and the in-laws ended up coming to me because we didn't roll out of bed till 8:30. They're like, "Are you okay?" It's like, I don't know. I'm cross-eyed. Fucking cross-eyed right now. Figure it out. See if this plays. What's that purple line? Yeah, this is the one I'm looking at. Okay. Hey. Or see, we got the flip. You look at the 5, we got another flip, but you get up to the 6-minute, and we get the flip, flip, bearish change character, retest, right? It's probably a 786 to be honest with you. Not quite, but what did we do? Where's the needle be? It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. And this guy here, this is another reason why I took this too, is where we were. I saw that little failure and I was like, oh, I'm in. Let's get rid of you too. I don't need you. See another bearish. SFP. SFP, grab liquidity, we roll. I just wasn't seeing things as clearly when I entered the trade. I was only on my first cup of coffee. I needed my second cup. I may TCP here. I may. Where's my exchange? Let me pull this up. I'm going to throw my stop loss right here, actually. That's something to do. And that would lock in 35% gains. I will take that. We got David in 3 minutes, guys. You guys want to go to that or you want to stick in here? I love me some David. So I haven't made one of his calls in a while. I'm sporadic with him, but I love his calls. He's good. Very genuine person. He has a great mindset. And he views the markets differently too. So it's always good to hear and see what he's thinking. Turn the air down. It's cold. Covered BTC to 98. What? Oh well, that's just the just a demand zone. Right. We got this. You could tell this is internal demand, right? You can even make it blue if you'd like. Look at this. Boom. That's what I'm looking at. But I got short on Linkaroni right here. I saw this reject, saw this red candle. I was like, fuck it, I'm in. Boom. Mr. Frederick, what's up, brother? Fred, are you in InvestiShare? Or are you just in Finova? Actually, anybody in here? Let me know which one you're in. If you're from InvestiShare, in InvestiShare, or you're just in Finova. Let me know in the chat. Fred, DM me. All right, cool. Yeah, Fred, DM me. Hit me up in the messages. Kind of squeezing. Kind of broke out already, but I wouldn't even count that one. I would go here. Broke out. Let's see if this top holds here. Yeah, see my buddy's texting me now, bullish stuff. What's he got on the Twitter page? Lots of you have been asking for the update, global M2 versus Bitcoin chart. Well, here it is. Yes, it's telling the same story. We're going higher. Let's take a peek at what he's got here. Fuck. It's saying Bitcoin's hitting 160K. You're not gonna be able to see it, but this is all he sent me. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little purple chart. No bueno. Sorry. It's just a couple lines. How did Brian know we were gonna SFP that right there? How did we know? I didn't. I didn't know. Okay, so we got the skinny right now. We kind of know what I'm looking at. Let's hop over to the Discord. Let's go to David's call. Let's give David some love. Which I love David. And we can always hop back in here later. I don't have the kid today. The wife's working, so we can do another one later. Everyone cool with that? Letterbug. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it. We'll see you over there, guys. Thanks for coming.